Once upon a time, we were one big happy British family. That is, until the United States left home in 1776, and then things got a little testy. In the War of 1812, the Americans decided to invade Canada. In the custom of the day, they stormed Toronto and burnt it to the ground. In return, Canadian and British troops stormed Washington and burned the presidential mansion. Later, it was whitewashed and renamed the White House. And since then, the relationship has been cordial. Sir John A. Macdonald pushed for Canada's nationhood so we would never become America, and Canadians are quick to point out ways that our country is different from the United States.
I have a prime minister, not a president. I speak English and French, not American.
In reality, though, the relationship is among the closest in the world. Nearly 400,000 people cross the Canada-U.S. border every day. Economically, our ties are longer than the border that divides us. Thousands of jobs on both sides rely on it. In Michigan alone, bilateral trade with Canada last year was $62.1 billion. In New York State, $35.1 billion. Kansas, another example, $5.5 billion. In total, Canada-U.S. bilateral trade was worth $646 billion last year. That's $1.7 billion a day. That's more than $1 million a minute, the largest trading relationship in the history of the world.
What? I can't believe it, but it's in the paper, it must be true.
But the 9/11 terror attacks caused a tightening at the border that cost Canadian businesses billions of dollars every year. Last February, Prime Minister Stephen Harper stood with U.S. President Barack Obama to announce a new plan to fix that problem. A perimeter security agreement that would harmonize a raft of policies and regulations to ease the congestion. Is this America's stealth invasion of Canada, or is it just good neighborship and the best use of our common ground?